Today we're going to talk about flood insurance versus water backup and how that relates to your homeowner's insurance policy. Both are excluded from homeowners' policies. The difference is that water backup can be added by an endorsement, but the flood has to be written on a separate policy. Water backup is described as water that backs up into your home through a drain or a sump pump that malfunctions. Coverage for water backup comes in elected limits on the home policy, often starting at $5,000 up to $25,000, and it can go higher depending on the value of the home. Criteria for flood is at least 2 acres to be affected and 2 properties in order to trigger a flood claim. Flooding is the most common and costly natural disaster that can happen anywhere. Just an inch of water in the home can cause upward of $25,000 to clean up. Damage from carpet, drywall, trim, etc. Flood is groundwater that enters into the home. Some lenders will require a policy if you are in a flood zone. Important to remember that there are separate deductibles on a flood policy and on a homeowner's policy if both policies are triggered. Some things not covered by flood are damage caused by mold, mildew, moisture, earth movement, additional living expense, property outside of the insured's building. Those things are not covered under a flood policy. Those are typically coverages you may or may not find on your homeowner's policy. Additional information on flood policies can be found on the Federal Emergency Management Agency website, which is FEMA. FEMA does all the mapping for the flood zones across the United States, and that is how the determinations are made if you're in a flood zone or not. And lenders use that to require flood insurance if you are purchasing a home in a flood zone to cover the mortgage if there is damage caused from a flood. If you need more information, please contact the professionals at Century Insurance, and we'll be happy to answer your questions for you.